Yo, everybody, what's up? I'm Antoine Harris, your host of Life on the Court podcast. Welcome back to the show, and thank you for joining. Hey, now here on today's podcast, I want to talk to you about an interesting discovery of these three types of people that I kind of heard like not too long ago, right? And I think there is some truth to it, but I just wanted to share it with you guys. But I want to start off with a quote. And that quote is, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. I'm going to say it again. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom, right? So let's talk about these three types of people that I recently discovered. And I just kind of, again, want to share with you, put the information out there and give you guys something to just think on this week. So the first type of person of the three is the victim. All right, the victim. But before that, I forgot to say, how is life in your court right now? Why are you listening to this? Answer that question. How is life in my court? Right now, mine is pretty good. Had some big things happen this past week. We are on the upswing and things that we're doing in the Antoine Harris Group business. So, life in my court is good. How is life in your court? Answer that question. And then dive right back in with them. So, person number one, the victim. I'm sure everybody who is listening to this podcast can resonate that or know somebody who plays the victim. It's always someone else's fault. It's a battle within, whether it's relationships. It's probably number one. It's always victim. Their job, home life. And those type of people who claim to be the victim, I can tell you one thing that they don't have. They don't have commitment. I'll tell you another thing. They don't have discipline. And the last thing, they do not have consistency because they are waiting for someone to come and save them. And no one, I repeat, no one is coming to save you. The person who is the victim, right? It's always somebody else's fault. All right, person number two, the information hoarder, right? That person who seeks out the information, maybe going to conferences, meetings, webinars, courses. They have all this information and they just sit on it, keeps it to themselves. They don't capitalize on it. It could be information for their business, information for their classroom if they're an educator, information that can help their school community, or information that can help your co-workers, or just something just to progress in life. But you sit on that information and you don't capitalize on it. You don't share out. You don't, allow that information to help you on your daily path, on your journey to get to your destination. So you acquire all this information and you just sit there with it. And it's there to help nobody. But number three and final is the person who is the executioner. The person who executes, right? That's the person with the drive, the passion, the energy. And more than likely, they have a system in place, right? So they, like for me, I talk about my gears to success. And for the G, it's goals to set. For the E, it's an execution mindset. For the A, it's an action plan. For the R, it's going to be reflect. It's going to be relaxed. It's going to be re-up for that one. And then for my S, it's going to be solution-based. Like my sister's very solution-based, and there's going to be some type of sacrifice. Like everybody, like out of all three of those people, the victim, information hoarder, and the executioner, the person who executes, right? The person who's going to sacrifice the most in this is number three. You guessed it. The person who's going to execute. My entrepreneurs out there who have that execution mindset, keep going. For my information hoarders, listen, let go, like execute on that information. The time is now. No time wasted. Right? So I need you all, if you have somebody who is that victim, they probably need to hear this podcast, hear this episode. The time is now to get out of that mindset, that victimized mindset, because you're going to sit there and have it, and the people that are around you, you're either going to bring them down or they're going to distance themselves away from you. So let go of that victim mindset, all right? No one's coming to save you. Save yourself. But there's ways to do that. You may not know. Let me help you out really quick. Live in the present. This can go for everybody, right? Live in the present. Be more mindful. I was talking to a group of kids last week, and just the importance of mindfulness. We kind of went back to the beginning, but just be present. Don't think too far back. Don't think too far ahead. I don't know which way my hands are going, but don't think too far back and don't think too far ahead. Sometimes you just got to be present with yourself. Be present with your family. Be present. If you're a teacher, be present with your students. Okay? And, you want to, for my victims, here's another way to get out of it. Show gratitude. Speak gratitude. What are you grateful for? Even the smallest things. Be grateful. Say it out loud, right? And then do some empowering words to yourself. I am statements. I am happy. I am resilient. I am important. Okay? I am authentic. I am innovative. That's just a few. But you got to speak life into yourself. Everything that we need is within, every single thing. And I need you guys to believe that, because that is something I believe every single day. Everything that I need is within. And it's just finding its way out. But you have to put a system in place to be able to extract what's on the inside of you, so that you can live out your purpose, so that you can live your best life, so that you could be better or get better at being better. Another thing you can do is meditate. Again, more being present. Sit in silence. I like to say, disconnect to connect the dots. Disconnect from your phone. Disconnect from the computer, laptop. Okay? Be present. Focus on your breathing. Right? That type of meditation that will help you stop being the victim, will help you, the person who's the information hoarder, to have an idea, a more clear mind on how to execute with this information. Because you can do it. You can do it. Last but not least, another practice is reflection. How did I get to this point? How can I get out of this point? How can I move forward? Where am I? What do I want to do? How do I get there? These are just some questions that I think, when it comes to reflection, that will help you. Okay? Whether you're the victim, the information hoarder, or if you're the executioner. Sometimes the executioner is not always on point. They get stuck. So go back to the fundamentals that have gotten you there. All right. And I'd ask you this question. My call to action, so to speak, is, what's your risk if you do not do this? What's your risk if you don't do it? I need you to answer that question. What is your risk if you don't do it? So again, leave you guys 3 types of people. It's the victim, it's the information hoarder, and it's the executioner. Which one are you? All right. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Life on the Court podcast. Listen, it's 2022. Which person are you? For more episodes of Life on the Court podcast, please, you can find us. Visit Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and on YouTube. If you'd like to reach out to us about our programs and services, please visit us at www.antoineharris.com. We have services for schools K-12, colleges, and universities. And if you are trying to hire a coach, need a coach to help you with your mindset, that's me, one-on-one coaching. You can also go to my website and hit the tab Book Me. And the next tab, the drop box will come, one-on-one coaching. Sign up so that I can help you get better with your mindset. Be your mindset coach, your mindset mentor. Okay? So until next time, I'm out. Peace.